Welcome to the Nutshell Report, or is it a nuts hell? My name is Ian J. Peterson, and I'm your blind host. On this episode of the Nutshell Report, I want to talk about how we treat each other. And why I came up with this is because I just came back from the grocery shop with my wife, and we had to wait at the cheese counter for a little bit. So there was another couple just beside us, and there was nobody at the cheese counter. So they were giving out and banging banging on the counter because they couldn't wait for somebody to come. So the employee finally showed up. She was just gone for a minute and a half or 2 minutes, and the guy was giving out on her, cursing and shouting and treating her like shit. And what I want to bring over here is, why do we treat people like this? She works there most properly on minimum wage, does a good job. We know her for a long time. She's always friendly, and he could not even wait for a minute or two. I mean, what can be so important that we can't wait for a minute or two in life just to get served? And that's what she does. And she served him, and he treated her bad, and she almost started crying. And I don't understand, why do we have to treat each other like this? We're all humans, and we all should be friends. We should all be nice with each other, and we should always think, how would I feel in the position of that woman who was serving there? If you work in an office and your superior comes over and gives you hell because he had a fight with his wife or whatever, and you just need to blow off steam, and then you feel shit, and then you go to your next in line who's under you, and you give it away to them, and then at the end there's one who gets all the shit, and he can't give out to no one because he's just the little employee, like I was my whole life at the reception. So I just want to say, guys, just think about it, that we really should treat each other way better. There's no reason. If we have to wait, we have to wait, or if there's nobody, well, then just do your fucking shopping and come back in a while, as we do it when we go and there's nobody at the meat counter or cheese counter or whatever. This is just something not nice to do. So just think about it, guys. Relax. We know the situation is stressful at the moment. The economy is bust. Price is going up. Rent is going up. But the last thing we have is just try to keep a little bit of happiness in our hearts and a little bit of friendliness to each other. Because look around in the world. Look around at the news. Everybody is starting wars and trying to get what the neighbor has and wants what the neighboring country has, or coming up with stupid laws about female rights which make absolutely no sense. We're all equal people here on this planet, and if we all live together and if we all try to be friends with each other, life would be so much less stressful. We could relax so much more, and we would be happier all together. And then we don't have to shout out. If you wait, because we live on an island here. I don't know, guys, if you know where we live, but we live on a small little subtropical island. Life is already relaxed, so it helped me with my health, because I came from a big town over here and I was always stressed. So guys, please sit down, have a breather, and be all friendly to each other. That was it for this episode, guys. I will have weekly episodes, or in between, whenever something occurs which I really have to talk about, I will let you guys know. I want to build a community on this podcast here, so please, if you have topics you want to bring up, which you want me to talk about or think about, I will do that happily. I will not talk about politics or religion, because those two topics are just topics which you will just start a war or start a bitch fight or a shit storm. So I'm not doing that, guys, okay? If you want to reach me, you can reach me under the email address theblindspot1667@gmail.com, or you can just check the show notes. My link tree is down there. You can check me on Instagram. You can check me on Facebook. You can send me an email. You can send me a voicemail. As I'm blind, voicemails are really nice for me to handle too, and always make sure that I have an email address where I can answer you. So please, guys, thank you very much for listening. That was the first episode. There will be many more to come, and tune in when we try to figure out who fucked up this world. Thanks for listening.